The Taliban has imposed several restrictions on girls and women, one of the most detrimental of which is the ban of education for girls since coming to power in Afghanistan. 1 year after takeover, some women are continuing to fight for the lost freedoms. Monisa Mubarak is not going to give up the right she and other Afghan women won during 20 years of Western-backed rule easily. Before the hardline Islamist Taliban movement swept back to power a year ago, the 31-year-old served as a director of policy monitoring at the finance ministry. Now Mubarak has no job after the Taliban's strict interpretation of Islamic law severely limited women's ability to work, required them to dress and act conservatively, and closed secondary schools to girls across the country. Mubarak took part in several protests that broke out, determined to protect her hard-fought rights.
فقط خواست ما عدالت است، آزادی است، برابری است. شعار ما را برای همه رسانه‌های محترم معلوم است که نان، کار و آزادی هست که هر کدام از این بسترهای مختلفی از حق و سهم شهروندی را در بر دارد.
The Taliban's treatment of girls and women is one of the main reasons why the international community refuses to recognize Afghanistan's new rulers, cutting off billions of dollars in aid and exacerbating an economic crisis. Afghanistan remains the only country in the world where girls are banned from going to high school. In March, the group announced that female secondary schools would reopen, only to reverse its decision on the very morning that many girls had turned up excitedly for school. Some have managed to enroll for private tutorials or online classes to continue their education.
انشالله شاید امیدهای ما زیاد است، شاید مکتبای ما باشه و اگر باز نشه دیگه ترک وطن کنیم بریم دیگه کشور رو درس بخونیم.
The international community continues to advocate for female rights and leadership roles for women in public and political life. Some women said they have had to accept the new norms in order to make ends meet. Gulistan Safari, a former female police officer, was forced to change her career after the Taliban stopped her from entering the police department. 45-year-old Safari now carries out domestic chores for other families in Kabul.